All right, listen up. Before we begin this masterpiece, we're all current or former law enforcement officers. We've seen our share of humanity. But if you came here thinking we give a shit about your feelings, you are sadly mistaken. So if you're a snowflake, we'll give you just a minute to turn this mother off, all right? Now, for the non-pussified. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. The only place where you'll find unfiltered, unedited, and raw discussions about law enforcement, crime, and everything in between. We love discussing the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre stories involving cops and criminals. So get ready for some raw comedy blended with our unapologetic opinions. We're diving deep into the headlines, breaking down the latest news about our brothers and sisters in blue and the criminals they deal with. You'll be laughing 1 minute and shaking your head the next. It's funny and maddening all at the same time, just like the world of law enforcement. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. And here are your hosts, the Iceman, with co-hosts Holstera and Freebird.
Good afternoon, you beautiful people.
Welcome. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. Hold on.
I ain't got my mic on. My mic was cut off. Thank you. Welcome to Skittles Wednesday.
Yeah. Today's a good day because I don't know if y'all. I just put out a audio podcast last night, a little half an hour, which I haven't done in a long time. But that's because Mr. Jessie Hoffman finally went to meet Satan.
Yes, indeed. He did make it, didn't he?
Yes, we're going to talk about that shortly.
How about it, Jim? Hey, Jim, it's good to see you, man. Jim is on.
Yeah, Jason and the Skittles. I almost stole his Skittles where he wouldn't be able to chomp on them. Let's get the housekeeping out the way. If anybody would like any merch, you can go to Motor Cop Chronicles website.
Oh, yeah?
Or the Etsy store.
You paused right as he was digging in the fucking Skittle.
I got a shirt on here.
Go to it right now.
If you want any, no, you're not. You don't even know. I don't even know if you know how to work the internet. If you want any great cigars, you can go to mypatriotcigar.com and use promo code MotorCop15. Get some cigars, or send Holstera some cigars since he.
I would love it.
Any. Or if you'd like any, I just put out
who the fuck's watching?
I didn't. It's this damn phone Donald Trump keeps saying he approves this message. And I don't know how to turn it fucking off. Okay, so that's what it is. So just bear with me.
On the side of your iPhone, right above the audio.
No, this is on that damn Razor phone. Okay, it's a green phone. I don't know how to work the damn thing. So if anybody would like, I just put out. I put out some pictures and told a little story on it and on the Patreon. And if you're a full crew member, I just finally got tired of it. They actually have pictures of me up on there with no filter, just me and my ugly face from recent Mardi Gras parade. I just said it's close enough. Fuck it. So if you want to see what I really look like, you can join the Patreon. Other than that,
I see that shit all the time.
I know you do, and that's why you have to go masturbate so much, because I'm so fucking sexy and you got turned on. So if you want any extra like that, you can join Patreon. If not, we keep putting free stuff out. Speaking of, we got CHP Road Dog, our newest crew member. We got Miss Stacy McClendon. Our hang-around, we got Miss Kelly Meyer. We got Jared Nitrous, Motor Cop for Life. Mr. William G-Bo from New York. Dan Crossman with Burley Boards. Go check out a Burley Board. Get you a handmade cutting board You can, you can use it for smacking people in the face that are smacking while you're talking, or you can spank your kids with it, or you can use it for naughty time with your wife. We got T-Bird, our favorite truck driver, Hoppy Opposite, Mr. Blake Walker, A.A. Hoffman, I had to say a podcast, been putting out some good episodes, Mr. Z Palmer, JoJo, our favorite girl from down under, Miss Kaylee Norris, and then Tasha A. from the great state of Washington. Appreciate y'all helping me keep the bills on, the lights on. I always got bills. Other than that, I guess we'll get this shit underway. Did you read your stories there, Smacky McSmackers?
I did.
Hello, Christina.
I did. I was running a little behind.
I need to friend you on the Facebook. Did you send me a friend request or anything?
Me?
No, not you. I'm talking about Christina.
Christina?
It's Delicious Peters. It's Delicious Peters.
She didn't send me no friend request.
No, she don't want to be friends with you.
That's like Batman.
What's up, Sailor? So, Holster, are you ready? Since you're just invisible tonight.
Where's he at?
So,
what's the deal?
Let me tell you what. I'm going to tell you the deal was. Holster got extremely fucking intoxicated over the weekend because he don't drink no more, and he decided to go sleep in a tent, camping out, and drink a lot of Canadian freaking whiskey, some Crown Royal, which he shouldn't be drinking because it's Canadian. And he's still drunk. He's been drunk for like 6 days now. He has 0 brain cells left.
0 brain cells. Fuck, that implies I had something to start with.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, he gave you credit for some.
Yeah, right. Damn. Shit. Y'all got to see my fancy ass birthday outfit. Look.
I'll send it to you, Christina. Sailor, I'm not gonna lie. That Sailor's asking about if we keep it up with the NFL draft. I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch the NFL at all.
No.
Yeah.
At all. Because whoever drafts his ass, he ain't gonna be there next year anyway. Whoever's going to the team ain't gonna be there next year anyway.
Same as what's up with Viper Striker Truck Booster. Well, at the Informalator, there's more drama.
We got more shit there, Jim.
There's more drama over there.
More bullshit, Jim.
Oh,
more
look,
bullshit.
Roy Peters is here. Go figure. He can actually watch his own corner since I almost forgot since Mr. William G-Bo's not here yet to remind me. Let's do our Roy corners before we get too much into this. Let's see what Roy S has to say.
Welcome to Roy's Did You Know Corner, where Roy will let us know something that is totally useless, and we will have information living in our minds, rent-free for no good reason at all. So shut the fuck up and listen to what Roy has to tell us. Did you know that bananas are curved because they grow against the pull of gravity? They start off hanging downwards, but as they get bigger, they start trying to grow upwards to get more sun and end up having a curved shape. Roy out.
Well, now we know why. Now we know why they're curved. Christina, if you know what's good for you, I would not recommend friending Roy Peter. We're about to find out why too, because he's been having some bad luck on the dating scene. So let's jump to Roy P's corner and find out what happened over here. We remember her from the last one, right? This was who he went on a date with last week.
He still have his penis? God,
I think this is actually a girl here for real this time.
No,
Oh, did Roy get a penis?
Yeah, did she cut it off? Because she looks like that type.
I don't know. We're going to find out what he has to say.
She looks like a Lorraine about it.
I'm about to find out what happened on the date. Anyway, this is who we set Roy with up last week. Her little leather vest thing going on here. Got a little bad girl look on her.
She looks like she wears nipple clamps.
She might. And let's find out what happened on the date because Roy P did call in. Let's see.
What up, y'all? Well, let me tell you, at least this one did not have a penis like the last one. I will say she was very sexy, so good job on that. Let me tell y'all how the date went. I bonded her out, and she was very thankful. So she had a treat for me. I love treats. Well, I used to anyway. I really need to learn to ask more questions. I will say that a leather mask with a zipper mouth is extremely hot and can get a little worrisome. It was the first time I had been walked around on a leash and told that I was a bad boy. I guess I didn't like the part where she made me poop in someone's yard and drag my butt across the grass. I still itch from those ant bites in my butt crack. Anywho, I didn't end up in the hospital this time, but she did tie me to a pole and said she would be right back. Well, she didn't come back, and I sat out there for 6 hours. Let's keep trying. Thanks, Roy P.
Well, at least he didn't end up in the hospital this time, so I guess the leather princess here is a no-go. So we're going to see what's going on. Trent says,
well, I mean, you know, as far as girls go, that's not a terrible one. At least she just tied him up to a post.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you press check? All right, let's see who we got this week
and everything.
For Roy. We're going to start off with number 1 over here. Let's see what this one's. Boom. We got...
we saw her before.
No, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we just recycling her then.
Yeah.
I've seen so many. We got her.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Me either.
She looks like a girl I used to know.
A redhead here.
Yeah, red on the bed.
That's probably what it is.
She's got
red on the head.
Nice complexion. We got number 2 right here. What? She looks like
What did she do?
I don't know what these did. But she looks like she's got this look in her face that I don't know that she could like murder you at some point in time. And then we got number 3 right here. This one right here.
Oh shit, that's bad news. That one's bad news.
That one right there. So I don't know, which one do y'all think Roy should go out with? The redhead, the blonde, or the real redhead? So
I say number 3. That way we ain't gotta worry about Raw no more because he ain't coming back.
Redhead?
She gonna kill his ass.
do y'all want the red hair, like the dyed, like
I want that one.
Raggedy Ann hair?
Yeah,
What y'all think in the chat?
that's natural.
Hear me?
That's natural. I figured Roy. Number 3.
Roy, you don't get to pick, but 3 is the one you look like you probably gonna get. So all right, we're gonna go with this number 3. Oh, Trent said number 1. Yeah, she might be too nice. Roy, he said she looks evil. Roy, number 2 does look evil.
Number 1 looks like she don't put out.
It don't matter. It's Roy P. He ain't getting none anyway. So, all right. So we're going to go with number 3 on this one. We're going to find out what happened on that date next Wednesday. You'll have to come in to see that.
I probably would have said 1 just because, well, you know, I've never wanted to be with a redhead. Bitches are crazy.
Well,
what they say? Red on the head, fire in the bed.
No, redheads have no soul.
Yes.
They have no soul.
Well, that's all blondes are is redheads with the fire fucked out of them.
All righty, let's go.
You tell T-Bird that one.
We're going to go to story number 1 with Holstera. I do have 2 videos on this one, so I don't know if you want to give a synopsis or want me to play the videos. It's up to you.
I'll have you play the video in a moment, but I just wanted to read the headline because it caused me to have a fucking aneurysm. Former Florida, period. School cop gets 30 years after caught on video shooting deputy ex-boyfriend in the face. Well, that's exactly what happened. This young lady apparently used to be a school SRO. I'm not sure why they didn't say that. They said school cop. I never heard that shit before in my life.
Anyway, school cop.
Right. So I don't know who's writing this. Anyway, she apparently resigned from being a school resource officer years ago after she decided to have a physical altercation with one of her former lovers. Regardless, this young man that she was with, well, she wasn't with him anymore. He was an ex-boyfriend. She basically walked up and just shot his ass in the face and then decided to run off.
Yep, we got video.
Of him?
So here comes the videos.
Of his face?
Well, don't show it, but it shows her walking up and shooting him in the face.
All right, I want to see that.
In the face.
In the face.
In the face.
Yeah, watch who you're dating. Here it is right here.
That involved 2 police officers in Hialeah.
NBC6 reporter Amanda Placencia joins us live from Hialeah this evening with the tale of the tape. Amanda.
Yes, Jawan, and this newly obtained video footage shows the moments that police officer Damian Colon was shot in the head by his estranged girlfriend. Now, we have edited this video, but we do want to warn you that the video is violent.
First,
so,
you see the couple
why do you warn
arguing
us?
in the top left corner of the video, and then it escalates. You can see the woman has her gun out in her hand, and then she shoots the man point blank in the face. The man then fell from the force and was splayed on the ground before she ran off. 32-year-old Yesenia Sanchez is a woman who was arrested for the shooting back in November of 2022.
Oh, Chola, surprise!
The school's police officer had a 7-year volatile relationship with her ex-boyfriend, Damian Colon, an officer with the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office. Newly released police body camera footage shows Sanchez in handcuffs and being escorted into a squad car as she was arrested at her home. After the shooting, she had taken off and crashed her car while trying to get away. Police say Sanchez used a GPS tracker to find Colon, who was off duty and parked at his family home near West 13th Avenue and West 79th Street in Hialeah. After the shooting, Colon was taken to the hospital in critical condition. The 17-year veteran.
Anyway, it was amazing that this man lived, and here's the video. She just got sentenced. I mean, she's only got 30 years for trying to kill this man. You shoot somebody in the face, you're pretty much trying to kill him.
Yeah, but you know it was attempted murder. Miami's a whole different fucking world
30
down there,
years
man.
in prison.
Retired Miami-Dade Sheriff's Deputy Damian Colon almost lost his life 2 years ago when his ex-girlfriend opened fire on him.
And tonight, family and friends say justice has finally been served for them.
CBS News Miami's Maribel
that was 2 years ago?
from Miami with
she just got sentenced like a couple days ago.
In court. Maribel?
That's another redhead.
Lauren Elliott, emotions running high in the courtroom today, and although the family
leaves a courtroom.
That's him there now.
Nearly killed him was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
I feel blessed.
Obviously, jail's doing good for her.
Because she got plumped up, didn't
she? Done got fat sitting up in jail. Look at her.
Up, son.
Because 2 years ago we saw the picture. She's like, hey, she's an attractive girl. Now she looks like a little pudding dumpling over here. Look at her.
You got two ways you can go.
She's eating them honey buns with white icing.
She's
eating a bunch of fucking Skittles.
Eat her icing.
She's eating Skittles.
That's what she's doing.
Years in prison.
I feel blessed. Well, send her to me. I'll feed her some Skittles.
Tough situation.
He was shot in the face. Why is he in a chair?
That's what I was wondering when they showed him in the wheelchair. I was like,
it might have done some brain damage where he can't walk or something.
Well,
and you need your brain needs to function properly to be able to walk in some cases. Maybe that part ain't working.
Maybe she. Never mind.
Maybe she's just lucky he's alive.
Everybody had to look for me.
Where did she hit him? Because they did great work.
I probably would have never got into this.
It's hard to hear that shit.
Yeah. Sheriff Deputy Damian Colon in the head in November of 2022.
I think justice is served.
But if I'm wrong, guys,
I think she got what she deserved. I think she should have gotten more, but I'll take what she got.
Yeah, she should have got more. You're right.
Courtroom filled with family, friends, and fellow officers.
You see his hands and stuff, like they're in a kind of a fetal position a little bit. He got shot in the face and the head. I'm sure. No, I'm sure Holster's never been shot in the head before.
I've never been shot in the head. No. Not.
It'd probably improve his looks, but.
Colon's brother, Sergeant David
would. I always
Colon,
wanted one of those big Australian, like fucking, gashes over my eye, like from a crocodile. You got to go to Australia and.
I don't know. Check with my daughter.
It's not a lot of chance of that happening in Florida.
But anyway, Roy P., you can always write her. You can't bond her out. She's going to be down for 30 years, but you can go visit her.
Y'all can get married.
You can get married, yeah.
You can get married.
Be safe to date her because she can't hurt you at least for the next 30 years.
She'll get out and the first day shoot you in the face.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure he's paralyzed a little bit too there, Roy. Next, we're going over to Freeburg. We got a man that's been arrested quite a few times.
Well, you just told my whole story.
No, I didn't. I just said a man's been arrested quite a few times.
Apparently in New York, they have no sense of reform because he's had 25 encounters with police since the first of the year, and we're already in March. So apparently, the police chief's having to apologize to the community because this dumb fucker's already tried to. I think he tried to strangle a police officer after he's been arrested 10 times. He's been arrested a dozen times already, and without any repercussions. So they just keep letting this dumb fucker go. And he was seeing, he was doing some mental evaluation and shit, but apparently whoever was doing the mental evaluation must have needed some themselves because he actually passed with flying colors apparently. So Middleton Police Department had been apologizing to the community and his officers because he's like, hey, sorry, we doing our job, but we're fucking shit out of luck because they keep letting this dumb son of a bitch out.
That's him.
Why he's still walking?
Right.
Why ain't he paralyzed?
52 years old. Been arrested numerous times, 25 times. His
25?
Jerry Watkins is his name. And that's him.
They consider him dangerous, but they keep letting him back out on the street. He's
that's New York. They don't have no bail shit or something like that.
They got that zero bond reform, remember? So no matter what you get arrested for, they can't do shit.
So, but that's him. So don't go to New York.
Don't go to.
Well, if you want to commit crimes, I'd say go to New York because they ain't gonna keep you in jail.
Yep.
The next, if y'all
like fucking Batman,
if y'all listening to audio podcast, I put one out last night talking about the Jessie Hoffman thing because it's Louisiana and it's been they were trying to save this fucker. He raped and murdered a lady almost 30 years ago, and then these other people were like, "Oh, he's changed."
I guess all his supporters are all crying today.
I hope they are crying. But anyway.
Oh, they didn't release him?
No, he was on death row.
He got sent to hell last night.
I thought he got a pardon.
He's dead. He's dead. Hallelujah.
Ramadan didn't save him.
He was a Buddhist. Now,
Buddhist.
Yeah. So, but I do have some more little videos for the ones that didn't listen to the podcast last night. So.
It reminds me back in the day when me and Iceman, when Iceman started and first come on, that was 3.5 years ago. We were doing audio only, didn't we?
Yeah, I used to just do audio.
A federal appeals court ruled on Friday to allow Jessie Hoffman's execution.
Never mind, hold on. I forgot to switch screens. I do that sometimes.
Judge ruling that she will spend 30 years in prison.
Now,
a federal appeals court.
Y'all see all these people?
There we go.
All these people right here want to keep him alive. Poor Jessie.
Why kill again,
to allow Jessie Hoffman's execution to move forward.
Because we ain't got justice the first time, you fucking
to be executed since
Buddhist
2010.
fuckers.
Attorney General Liz Murrow said following the court's decision, this is justice for Mary Molly Elliott, her friends, her family, and for Louisiana.
We say to you this afternoon, Governor Landry, God does not approve the death penalty for any crime.
But what many say their argument is, it's not the sentencing method being used.
They will lock you the fuck up for having a bag of weed.
We need to make sure that it is not adding extra torture.
Nitrogen hypoxia occurs when a gas mask is put over the patient's face, pumping nitrogen gas into the body. In short, he'll suffocate to death.
Yes.
He would be the first person in Louisiana's history to be killed with this execution.
Anyway, he was the first person. I just wanted to show you all these idiots right here.
This is a prime example of a water cannon exercise with these fucking retards.
See this man right here? He's a complete fool.
He's a complete retard too.
All these people want to.
No, but the best thing they could have done was instead of this, they could have just taken him and put him in the room and then sucked all the oxygen out of it.
This woman is a nun.
Well, that's basically what nitrogen does. That's what nitrogen does. The
but I want to
nitrogen.
see him run around and freak out like a rat.
This was his son, and his son's like, y'all just don't know him how I do. Well, you don't know him how that woman knew him either. When he kidnapped and raped her and then shot her in the head, did you? Sorry.
But how long has he been in prison?
Almost
30. Almost 30 years. I thought it was 20.
It was 20. It was like 26, 27 years. He's in death row. You should get 5 years. Because we just had a guy. We just had a guy that was supposed to be executed, and he fucking died before we got to it. He was so fucking old. Okay, so I mean that's a little ridiculous.
I was there was a guy, one of my old bosses back from Lake Charles. His daughter got murdered, same way. Got kidnapped, raped, and tortured, and found her in Iowa. And that dude was on death row 20 years. 20 years. Leslie Dale Martin. He was from Shreveport.
Mm.
There should just be a whole committee of families that are, that have been through that are allowed to just choose the punishment for these assholes.
Well, I will say that I was on the news breakout today, and every news story that I came across that was about this story here, I went on there and put the same exact thing in. It says, "Hey, Jessie, is it hot down there in hell? Justice was served." And I should put it on everyone, like 20 different news articles. That's all I did. Because that, Bam says I'm a drama whore. I say I'm just trolling and trying to I'm just trying to stir shit up. You shut up. You are you're invisible. I will mute your mic too. Huh? See how that worked?
Hell, I thought you did for the first half.
Says you can count on Sister Prejean to show up. If that's that nun you're talking about, I figure she just can take her ass back to the Vatican, wherever the fuck she come from.
Is it Prejean Pierre?
Prejean is how it's pronounced here.
Prejean.
Not Prejean or nothing. Prejean. All right. So it looks like we're going back to Holstera. With I got a video on this too. If he wants to tell a little short story on two 19-year-olds that got arrested.
So these two, put their pictures up. These two 40-year-old children.
I have a picture. I got video.
They're actually. Oh, he didn't put the picture up. But these two 19-year-olds look like they're about 40. Okay, and they decided they were going to jump on a teacher.
Got video?
A Florida high school teacher and beat the shit out of him. Play that beautiful bean footage.
Well, I'm sure Crump will show up before long. Don't worry about that, Roy. He will show up before long.
The federal appeals court ruled on Friday to allow Jessie Hoffman's execution.
Well, when school fights happen.
Watch. Of course, the kids, instead of anybody helping this teacher, they're going to videotape it and cheer about it. So, tells you what kind of people we're dealing with.
They videotaped it, so we have evidence for court.
Some kind of school-based discipline.
But a fight
and they kept saying allegedly
ended with two students being charged as adults and taken to jail. And that's where we find Ari Odds.
Now, instead of having SROs, what do they have? They have homies with shirts on that say security on it that aren't doing much because it looks like this dude's in a full mount on top of this teacher. Now, they say, oh, it's two 19-year-old students. Tell you what, when you see these dudes, these are grown motherfucking men, okay? I don't hear, and plus they're 19 and they're still in school. Okay, stupid. They probably just go to school because their mama makes them, okay? But here we go.
Of school-based discipline.
But a fight last week in Fort Lauderdale ended with two students being charged as adults and taken to jail. And that's where we find Ari Odzer with this story. Ari, what happened here?
Well, Jackie, usually school fights are students versus students. This one was two students allegedly assaulting a substitute PE teacher.
Just me, I love how you say allegedly, but we just watched it on video. I'm pretty sure I saw it happen.
Allegedly.
Thursday afternoon at the end of the day at Dillard High School, right at dismissal time, and police took the two students who were allegedly involved and booked them here into the Broward County Jail. They have since bonded out. Here's what happened.
It was an ugly scene. Students pummeling the substitute teacher, security personnel doing their best to break it up as quickly as possible, and then two seniors were sent to jail. The lawyer representing one of the young men asked the judge to lower the bond amount.
This is one of the kids. Look
at the size of him.
He's not a kid. He's over 18.
Exactly. Well, first of all, look at the size of him. He's not they make two high school kids. Look at him. He's bigger than a fucking grown man next to him. So here. Now, y'all listen up. I'm gonna mute Freebird so we don't hear him smacking. I want y'all to hear what this judge is saying, and it's not real loud.
He's on track to graduate from high school. Now his mom is going to be the one that posts his bond. She works at Wingstop. She doesn't have the financial resources to post a $15,000 bond.
Counsel.
he and another individual, without any provocation, walked up and started punching a teacher in the face, beating him. He's a danger to the community. $15,000 bond. Have a good day.
The arrest report said
that was
good
that was
for
that was the judge.
Yes, that was the judge. Said I ain't lowering shit. This kid's this man's a danger to society. Tough shit. I'm sorry, his mama can't afford the bond that they have for him. He can sit his ass in jail.
Sit his ass in jail too.
Behind that though, I bet you there's something behind that.
Behind what?
Like their history. He's got history with him. It wasn't just something that just happened.
Or you coming to his defense?
Yeah, sounds like he's gonna go out there and probably say, "Don't kill Jessie."
No, I'm not. No. What? Jessie Smollett?
No.
Don't do that either.
No.
His bond was only $15,000.
Yeah, but they
what the fuck?
But they got two of them.
$1,500.
I mean, it's $1,500. No, it's 12-13%.
Two students launched a synchronized physical attack against the teacher. One student who witnessed the fight
See this shit going on. Still fighting against the security.
said the teacher had a history of saying challenging things to students.
I just seen like the teacher, he was talking to one of the students, and he was like, "What you gonna do about it now?" And then them boys just started fighting. I guess what happened was, like, the teacher was talking about them, and it
That's Shaggy. That's what,
you ever seen one of them?
Shaggy the dog?
One of them sheep dogs or something. Yep. That's what he looks like. He looks like a sheepdog.
Shaggy.
But he's like, you know what? Even if the teacher did say something, it's fucking words. It don't still. Just because somebody says something to you, don't give you a right to punch them in the face.
See? Yeah, just like Snoop Dogg calling you motherfucker that night.
Yeah. I mean, I did what I could do without breaking law. I called him a motherfucker back. You know what? But I didn't break the law. Just because somebody walked up to me and said, "Man, you motherfucking asshole," I just punched him in the face. Well, he said stuff to me, so I did, that's what he's stupid ass. He's dumb. He's dumb. Oh, because this, of course, he just go, "Oh, wow, yeah, okay." Like, we probably believe you because you're probably trustworthy, right?
Yeah, really appreciate it.
Stacey, that's the issue I had here in Florida is a lot of the schools started because of the law that took effect, 2 years ago down here. You can't even have a cell phone inside the school. So they
somebody getting that on video.
Right. That's what I'm saying is like, I don't know where the hell a lot of the kids would have got the phones. This was in Florida, right?
Like that old sneak up in.
Right. But that goes into it. I've always said that the kids need to have phones because it documents it.
No,
I'd bullshit. I'd rather have the video of the fight so that we can
I guarantee these schools got cameras all over this place. Listen to how this kid talks, though.
They never have enough.
Listen how this kid talks. I almost needed a translator to understand what the hell he was saying.
And then them boys just started fighting. I guess what happened was, like, the teacher was talking about them, and they didn't really appreciate it, and then they just started fading.
So you think the teacher...
They started fading. I mean, what happened? Did they have a bad signal? Did they use too much bleach? It started fading. Okay.
No.
That's something to provoke it?
Yeah.
English class.
Now, obviously, his account contradicts what Fort Lauderdale police said happened in this incident, which is that
Fort Lauderdale's not Florida.
That the two students
that's part of Miami.
Went ahead and provoked the violence without any provocation from the teacher at all. So Broward County Public Schools sent us a statement saying that besides the criminal charges, these young men are facing school disciplinary action as well, which is likely to be expelled from Dillard High School. And also, they said they are investigating this entire incident, including
they need to be expelled.
About to age out.
In this particular.
They need to be expelled. Let's get back to the comments.
They're
Stacey,
like 36 years old.
Stacey said that her grandparents were shot and burned up by a guy they let out of prison. I'm sorry to hear that.
And see, Stacey, your whole family should be millionaires because of that.
Stacey, that could be taken
liable for letting these fucking nut jobs out.
That could be taken the wrong way, Stacey. Just saying. Roy said those two were on their way for honors class. Yeah, I'm sure it was. No money, they will sit there. Yep, that's probably right. They got that video of them beating the shit out of the teacher. That's probably Ben Chump hadn't showed up. because
oh yeah, that Ben Chump and Jessie fucktard. This what's his name? What the fuck his name is?
I don't know. Tell us. Yeah, you went to a private school. He said he was baiting, fading. I don't know what the hell. They have all these fucking stupid different terms for everything. Or he started fading.
Yep.
Well, maybe his mom should have used that bleach that's good for colors or something. So next we're going over to Freebird. I do have a video, just letting you know. We're going to Fort Worth.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that. I've actually been having a conversation on a short conversation anyway on YouTube with somebody in the comments. I told them.
See, my stores are all effed up. I had Super Bowl shit, and
it got crazy.
Super Bowl stuff.
Yeah. My shit was all jumbled.
That's probably because you got a green phone.
No. Oh,
my
Fort
phone
Worth
did it too.
Yeah. See, so way this shit gets.
All right, so now on, I'm going to tell you, we're about making an executive decision, even though it's
Hold on, I got it.
From now on, I'm going to email each one of y'all's stories. So you
That's what that was supposed to happen way back. That was supposed to happen way back. I don't.
You don't know. Look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm holding on. If I hold on anymore, I'm going to pass out.
I don't have a fucking clue.
That's what I said.
I pull shit up and it goes to 14 different stories.
Cops were dispatched to a burglar alarm going off. Okay, and so
fucking ridiculous.
The burglar alarm was going off. They have responded to the scene. They're trying to check the outside for any forced entry or anything. They come across a suspect, a person. And we'll see what goes on from there, and then we'll talk about it.
Was it a live person?
Yes, it was a live person.
Was the
and usually the kids involved face some kind of school.
That ain't it. We just watched that. See, it's fucked up.
Already.
Is that snow or is that concrete?
It's concrete.
That's concrete. It's concrete.
Concrete. He's hanging out with that kid from the interview. Like that truck.
Yo, show me your head. Stop! Show me your gun down! Drop the gun!
Damn!
I'm the owner!
I'm going to say right here. You see right here? If y'all look right here.
He threw the gun.
This is a gun, okay? So and if you look really close, everything happened so fast. When he came around the corner, the dude kind of brought the gun up. Just lucky the cop's bad shot and missed.
I'm the owner! I'm the owner!
Threw the gun out there.
I'm the owner! All right, come on with your hands up! Yes, sir. Don't scare me, Get over here! Come here with your hands up right now! Yeah. Walk! I'm the owner! Keep walking! Try to left. Drop the phone! Yes, Get your hands Put the fucking phone!
Now, in this situation, we are trained, or they should be trained. You only need one person giving this man, just giving the suspect commands, because if not, it could get confusing, because then they don't know who to fucking listen to.
Everybody's screaming.
So
everybody's screaming.
Only one person does, because some people in the comments said something on it too. It's true. One person needs to be giving. If the guy right here is giving commands, the other girl that she needs to shut up.
Shut the bugger.
Okay, one person. That's it.
Yeah, you get one guy yelling, "Come towards me," and the other guy's yelling, "Don't fucking move."
Yeah.
Backwards towards me. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Go to your knees.
All right, here's a gun. Like a 9mm or something, like a Beretta.
That's a Beretta.
So anyway,
Piece of shit.
we can see what happens. I think at one point I think they surprised each other. This was the owner of the business, okay? If you look right here, it's happened so fast, it's hard to see. Everybody's like, "What that cop have his gun sideways?" If this is a SWAT guy, which I doubt he'd probably hit him.
A corner.
But he's cutting a corner. It's how you train and stuff like that.
And he's pinned against the wall, which that's not how
you see right here.
Because by the truck.
It's real hard to see, but if you see, he actually this guy here. Move this. Look, he actually raises the gun up. See right here? Look. Right here. He's in a shooting stance. He's got both hands up. He's pointing. All this is happening.
No doubt he could have popped around.
This is all happening in a split second. Cop pops around off first. He runs back. Okay, he's glad he didn't get hit. Now the problem is, let's listen, and then we'll say it again in case this other person that wanted to discuss it is listening.
Yo, show me your hands. Stop. Show me your gun down.
Somebody's like, you hear what he says right here? Yo, show me your hands.
Yo, show me your hands. Stop. Show me your gun down. Drop the gun.
All right, they're like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, he should be announcing himself as the police and stuff. And I explained to him, you're outside. I don't walk around outside when I'm trying to check a residence holler.
Hey, I'm the police. Police is here.
It's the police. Show me your hands and all this stuff. No, because somebody is outside. I'm not one to let them know where I'm at to give them an easy target.
They fix it. Yeah, they fix it. A Papa. Now you're like, hey, I'm the police. Papa cap in my ass.
Now.
Yeah, right. You go chasing people. Wee woo, wee woo.
Woo woo.
Now, let's say you find an open door. You find an open door, and I see that door. Now, before I make entrance into that house, I usually I'm not the police. I'll say sheriff's office. If you're in here, come out. And that's the last time I'm going to say it. Because I say that at the front door. So I don't want them to know where I'm at in the house if they are in there. But I announced that, hey, I'm a cop and I'm coming in at that point. But not when I'm outside. And then they were like, well, he shouldn't have said, yo. He could have said, please show me your hands. This dude had milliseconds. Okay? He didn't know. The owner could have popped ran off at him.
Look,
you need to go. You need to roll up. That's the Senator Police.
Like saying, please.
That's the Senator Police.
Please show us your hands.
But he had split seconds to do it. My thing is this he's the owner of this restaurant. He knows his alarm's going off. He knows the cops have been dispatched. Why in the world would you be creeping around outside with a gun in your hand when you know the cops are on their way? The best thing he should have done was go out front and wait on the cops. Let them clear it. But you sneaking around with a gun in the back like that, yeah, I mean, everyone's lucky somebody didn't get killed in this situation.
I was cleared my own building at my office.
I ain't blaming him. I'd have been doing the same thing. I'm in there protecting my shit. Ain't no telling. He might know that the damn police ain't going to be there for 45 minutes like Dim Springs PD.
They were on scene in like 10 minutes.
Like Dim Springs PD. They'll show up on an alarm call. They were on scene 5 minutes from the PD.
10 minutes. He should have at least called and said, hey, I'm the owner. I'm on the scene and I'm armed. Give him a heads up.
No, to be fair, I did tell the alarm company I was on my way to the office. Well, I just got there before the sheriff and cleared the building, and then when they got there, I was like, take a look. It's empty.
So, anyway, that's my opinion on it.
I'm looking for my next story. So
you sure?
Yeah. I couldn't even get to this fucking story.
Yeah. They lucky they didn't have any sympathy fire.
Yeah, the fucking hail of gunfire. Anyway, let's see. Mine's next, right?
No, I got myself down as me.
Oh, it's gonna be Iceman. That's the Senator Police.
This is the one with they had that Telemundo sportscaster that got murdered in New Orleans by
the Latina chick, the big boobs.
Yeah, see, I thought that was mine. That's one I was pulling up for me.
He it was not. It was a male. It was not a female.
No, he got murdered by
this guy right here. That man right there in the middle.
Is it a female?
The man.
Dude, that was a reporter?
The man and the guy, he's from Telemundo. He's the one that got. Anyway, this is the female right here. Lord help. I mean, this is what he picked up in the bar. Wow. I mean, even with a wig on.
That some bitch was really fucked up.
That dude had to be hard up for something. This is her accomplice over here. Anyway, they just upgraded her charge to, I believe, second degree murder because his blood alcohol level was like 0.232, which is like crazy drunk. Plus now they found Xanax in his system and he didn't have a prescription for it. So they believe that she drugged him and then robbed him and stuff like that. They're not sure. At first they wasn't sure because he died from positional asphyxia, or however you say it.
Asphyxia.
He basically she laid him down face first on the bed in a pillow, and he was passed out unconscious on drugs, and he suffocated to death. So, but she is in.
Was he sexually violated?
It didn't say that. I don't know.
Face down. Was she like pegging him? That looks like a dude.
No, she was not pegging. She took all his shit and stole it, just like people. It's like
took his shit.
Yeah, no, they didn't take that shit. But anyway, this is an ugly ass bitch right here. I'm sorry. Even with a wig and makeup, I don't see how you can make this pretty. No. So. Anyway, but hopefully these motherfuckers here, that's a life imprisonment charge here in Louisiana. Right. So hopefully they'll be she won't be doing that anymore, or him either.
Yeah, Louisiana, do not fuck around, Louisiana people. Like Florida, like we don't fuck around either, but we ain't nowheres. Look, just a dime bag will get you life. Just don't fuck around.
That's not true. That's not true.
You put somebody to death. He ate some grapes.
Bullshit. Okay, next we're going to Holstera, and he's just probably his cousin or something, because it sounds like something he would do.
So I don't know. Okay, maybe you guys can fucking help me out. Ohio man throttled girlfriend to death.
That's not even the story.
Throttled?
That's not the story.
See, shit.
How the fuck is that not my story?
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I got the right story. Fucking way right eyes man sends this shit
That's
out.
number 10. We're on number 7.
I've been watching you.
Okay.
Yes.
The stalker dude?
Yes.
Yeah, this guy is fucking crazy, but at least he's persistent. I've been watching you from my POV. Next door tells he basically writes these little love notes and leaves them on this chick's door.
I don't even call that a love note.
No, so I'm going to read it. That way you guys... Dylan Bish, 19.
Bish.
He definitely needs fucking help.
Bish.
Was arrested
Let me tell you something, Bish.
Copel Borough Police, so I don't even think this is in the United States. On March 13th, following an investigation into a series of notes that a woman reported to law enforcement. In a Facebook post announcing the arrest, police said that Bish was allegedly the sender of a handwritten note.
Fucking Stacy said he found no black girl's wig. Oh shit!
Jesus,
Bish. You can find the Bish wig.
Let's see. He kept writing letters about dismembering this young woman and then having sex with her dismembered body, and then followed that up with advising her that he has already killed 20 women. That's how he knows.
Yeah, you call that a love note?
Yeah. Regardless, once arrested, he did admit to the police pretty fucking quickly that he actually was studying criminal justice just to learn how he could kill and get away with it.
Yeah, they were going to hire him in New York.
And he said that as soon as he's released, he's going to go continue to do this to this woman. So he has been charged in his he's a stalker, all kinds of shit. I don't think he's been charged yet or sentenced, right?
No, he just got charged.
For a hearing on March 28th. But he's got $1 million bond.
Look at him. He looks like a future serial killer right there.
Charged with stalking, making terroristic threats, harassment, and harassment while communicating anonymously. That's a fuck. How can that even be a thing?
Oh, some of these states have some weird ass laws.
Yeah. Anyway, this guy's a fucking serial killer. He doesn't need to be
walking amongst. He wants to be
allegedly. Allegedly.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is like he's just gonna say no, it wasn't him or something. No, this bitch is just flat out.
What's that song that says I always feel like somebody's watching me or something?
That was
somebody's
watching me.
There you go. All right, next we're gonna go to
Freebird. Freebird, we're going to Freebird.
No, we're actually gonna go to me and then you.
Shit.
This next one is we're going to Point Coupee. Point Coupee. Just a little short story. People, you got it's sad. This is an older lady. She was killed while going out to check her mail. This is like one of them final. This is like one of these Final Destination shit. This like really truly happened. Poor lady was going out to check her mail in a tractor, pulling some tanker things like 18-wheeler tankers or something.
In front.
Negative. They came unhooked. I don't know how fast this tractor was going.
Way too fucking fast.
But they came unhooked. They must have been running tandem, which was two of them. They came unhooked from it.
Oh my god, they squished Mama.
They squished her, seriously. No, it like came off and like rolled her and killed this lady while she was standing in her own driveway by two giant 18-wheeler tankers.
If it had been booted, that some bitch wouldn't have been rolling.
If it had been booted, it wouldn't have been rolling correctly. But
was it milk?
It's
I don't know.
I don't know what was in it.
Could be if he'd had just one boot on.
I think it was Skittle juice is what it was.
He could have just had one boot on. He still would have been rolling.
Yeah, he would have left it right in the middle of the road.
You know, all them kids. Oh God, that grandma got run over
by a tanker.
Yeah, I mean,
by a tanker.
It's just like I read that and I was like, my God, that's just horrible. This lady got ran over in her own driveway by a tanker.
Well,
pay attention when you're checking your mail.
Coming down your road.
I don't know what size road she was on. This next one I had to get the free bird because I do have a video on it, and but this is a truck stop chronicles over here.
Yes, indeed, boy. I tell you what, that's where I need to be. I need to be looking for illegals when I go to the truck stop. Cause in Louisiana here, does it say where it was at? It was in Houston. I ain't never heard of Houston before.
No, but I got the video.
It was in Houston, but apparently ICE, our Immigration Customs Enforcement, raided a truck stop and detained 7 people that they deported because apparently the ICE raided the place. This was on March 13th here last week. And apparently had several illegals in the area, and they were able to, I guess, hook them up.
Must be pretty bad. They got, what, 7 of them?
7. And, of course, you know, a few were saying, one of them had papers, one of them was here. Yeah, what the fuck it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, watch this with the mayor. This is what I'm surprised.
Police are detaining ICE. Our Lynn Vance shares a story you'll see only on NBC.
This guy looks like a fucking serial killer.
A letter to Cattle Commissioner Chris Crack.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like he almost looks like
robot.
Yeah, he looked like the Terminator dude.
No, right. He looked like I saw in some movie. I wish I could remember. That's what he reminded me of. But yeah, it was on some horror movie.
A letter to Cattle Commissioner Chris Crackman sent by Louisiana State Representative Danny McCormick confirms that 7 employees at the TA truck stop in Houston were detained by ICE earlier this week. One resident says those detained were taking jobs from others.
I think they could have went to the people.
Look, they could have gave this dude a job because he couldn't have a job because all the Mexicans had a job. So he's living out behind a dumpster. Can't brush his hair or nothing, but now they can hire him because.
Dear Lord,
live around in this neighborhood. They close, and most of them need jobs around here.
The mayor of Houston says many locals are employed by the.
You know, this place is small. It's a village. It's a village. This is probably the biggest thing in the whole village.
You know that's the talk of the town.
How big is your pussy that you need to sit on a cat scale? What? Oh, I'm sorry. That was rude. I can't believe y'all stopped talking right when I made that comment too. It was
we want it was you like E.F. Hutton. If you talk with us,
yeah.
You used to complain when we talk over you.
Look, this is the mayor.
Personally, probably gotten at least 10 people that I know of a job at this truck stop.
She's gotten 10 people a job at this truck stop. The whole fucking village works at the truck stop. The whole everybody in the village except for her being the mayor works at the truck stop.
This truck stop employs not only people from Halston, Myra, Ida, Rodessa, Gillum, Vivian, and Blanchard.
She named 7 fucking places I've never even heard of in the state
in
of
Louisiana. And they all the people work at this truck stop. And then when you're off, you shop there because ain't nobody else left in the town.
How the fuck she get that many people jobs? That bitch,
10 people.
That bitch is selling sex for jobs.
Her? Oh my God!
You guys as listeners have to understand. It's like when it comes to Louisiana, these two they know all about it. So you gotta. These fucking places.
I ain't never heard this place.
She named 7 places. I ain't heard a damn one.
I lived in Louisiana all my life, and I ain't never heard these damn places.
I ain't never heard not one of them.
3 of us are Louisiana lifers.
And how ICE picked Hoffman. I have never even heard of it. And how ICE picked their ass. Somebody called ICE.
Oh,
ass. ICE didn't just show up at Austin.
Issues on immigration are changing fast with the new administration, and they fully thought the employees were legal to work.
My understanding is the guys, one or two of them had work permits. They all had alien numbers. I mean, so
that alien numbers. What the fuck is that? Did you call it Mars or something?
Fucking ET. He had an alien number.
No, you knew they were illegal, motherfucker, and that's why you were paying them probably below minimum wage, cash.
Alien
we just
numbers.
Assumed, obviously, that they were vetted by, immigration.
Silvio believes his was targeted.
I talked to the Homeland Security because my manager called me and said they were here. And I said, okay, we'll cooperate with them, whatever they need. And I said, put him on the phone. So I talked to the guy who was in charge, and he just said they were tipped off. Somebody made a call, so we had to come up here, which is kind of strange for a town with a population of about 500 people.
500 people, and
all over
480 of them were at a truck stop. The other 20 work for the police department and the mayor's office.
And they're all illegals.
Hostile.
And they're not even, look, there's the police department phone number.
The police department is a shed. There's a fucking shed on the side of the
The police department is one of them rent-to-own sheds. I hope they don't miss a payment. Could you see somebody out there? Could you see the guy out there, a little forklift, like repoing the police department?
You know what the worst thing about this is? Depending on the amount of illegals in this fucking town, this thing might go from a village to like a shack. If it's like 150 of them are illegal, they're fucked.
There ain't no way that's the police department.
That's the police department.
Oh, I'm convinced it's a police
department. What about where the hell they park at?
What about the random bench just out here for no reason? It's just there. It's just
where because they can't have no jail in that son bitch. It's got to chain them out to the bench. Chain them to the bench.
Just random bench out here.
Excuse me, we're gonna have to put you in a jail cell. We need you to go sit on the red bench.
Yeah, it's not around a tree or nothing. We're just gonna stick a bench out there. Yeah,
it's red for a reason because they couldn't say the green bench or the blue bench because that might just blend in. I've never seen a red fucking bench.
Well, now you have.
I mean, yeah. Yep.
In a rural area.
Len Vance, NBC6.
He says somebody.
Exploring more on the ICE raid and who the mayor feels is responsible.
Somebody shipped him.
The mayor wants to know who's responsible for ratting them out.
There was somebody obviously that didn't like the owner of the truck stop.
It was the dude. Mayor. It was the dude living behind the dumpster with the hair because he wanted a job.
Ain't no way he called. He didn't have no cell phone.
Stacy says she's been dropping dimes all through Louisiana. She's trying to get her job at the truck stop.
Stacy says she lived here all her life. Ain't never heard of them fucking cities either.
Royce, I think they are pissed because they got to pay normal wages now. That's correct. Stacy then says, vegan Louisiana. I've lived here my entire life and never heard of those places either. Not one. I mean, they almost had populations of like 4 or something like that. They could give toe fucks about Mexicans. I don't know what a toe fuck is, but that must be some really weird porn he's watching or something.
Could be.
Yeah, okay, Stacey. But anyway, yeah, I mean, so the pot, I mean, They got a whole 500 people living in this village, and they're going to give 10 of the jobs to Mexicans that don't belong here.
But I can't figure out what were the Mexicans doing at the truck stop? I mean, because the truck stop don't look that big.
It's not that big. It didn't even look that clean.
No, that's what I'm saying. What the fuck were they doing?
I have no idea.
They were all just hanging out waiting. Obviously, they ain't like at Home Depot waiting for the next one to come by and pick them up for a job because, I mean, they're out in the middle of nowhere. Look. There's one. There's one truck. Go to the. There's one truck that could be booted in this place.
Because you know what I'm thinking, Ice Man. Because you guys are
you know like this is a shit lonely ass place when you're a truck stop and you got one truck at the son of a bitch. That's a broke ass night right there.
Well, next we got Holstera
broke ass
talking about some dark stuff
night
in Ohio.
Dark.
By a 10-year-old boy. 10-year-old boy.
You got a 10-year-old boy?
Oh my God, that story is fucking terrible. Okay, so you got his picture?
Come on, I got some pictures. Yeah.
All right, so
we discussed it. Remember, we're not going to say certain things.
I don't have any more stories.
Yeah, you do.
No,
anyway,
I don't. I'm looking at him.
This 22-year-old man decided he was going to kill this 46-year-old woman after a slight altercation inside of the garage. He basically beat her to death, and then he made her 10-year-old child, after attacking him with a shovel, help make her a bed where she'll be laid to rest, and then placed the child's dead mother, its own mother, in the trunk of the car where the child was left to rot, and then he would leave the child in the bedroom. I don't understand why the child didn't run.
He's 10. He just had the living shit beat out of him.
No, I don't mean, you know what I'm saying. Nothing in the story talks about like restraints or anything.
No, I don't think he did. I mean, just the kid was probably scared for his life. Because if he tried to run the man, we kill him too.
Yeah, and he just killed his mom right in front of him.
And had the kid help him make a bed and stuff her in the trunk where she stayed there for weeks rotting.
So if this is true, I mean, like, this dude needs to just be put.
How would it not be true? He just got convicted. I mean, he just got he got found guilty, and he got, like, I think 38 years to life in Ohio, which confused me.
39 years.
Or 39 years to life, which confused me because I'm like, this dude murdered this woman, beat the hell out of this kid, then had this 10-year-old help him try to hide the body of his own mother and stuff like that.
I'm not drunk, Roy.
So, and he only gets 39 to life. So I'm like, okay, this is heinous. And so I did look up. Ohio does have the death penalty. What the hell do you have to do in Ohio to get the death penalty if this don't constitute it right there? What do you have to do?
I think if he would have killed the child, I think.
Oh, well, my Lord. He killed the woman and had the child help him. I mean, that's not enough?
I mean, she is a white woman from Ohio.
Well,
just saying.
I don't know. It's fucked up. He's going to prison for at least 29 years. It's not even close. He should be on death row. Hopefully he dies in prison because he's a piece of shit. No, maybe. I don't know if he pled out or not. Didn't say. But
I don't imagine he would have anything to add once once arrested for that charge. I don't think there would be any reasoning or trying to communicate why he would do that.
Who knows?
It's just disgusting.
This next one,
she does have a great dentist, though.
This next one pisses me off. I'm just gonna pull a picture up. This is the headline. This is what these news fucking places do. Okay. It says toxic. There's a picture of a Baton Rouge City guy in uniform, fire, said a bad crash involving PD unit, unmarked. Toxicology results pending for BRPD officer in crash while driving an unmarked vehicle. they make it sound like it's the cop that they're checking. Actually, they were toxicology results are pending on the other driver that's suspected of being drunk. They did draw blood on him, but the other one, when you read in the story,
you look at that other one. It looks like the BRPD guys.
These are mainstream news media. Do fucking better, people. 'Cause let me tell you what, half these morons out here, you know what they read? This. Yeah. That's all they read is this.
And they're like, did you see that BRPD guy?
Because I went into the comments, and guess what? They're like, oh, this drunk cop. Motherfuckers didn't get past this right here. That's why mainstream media now is a fucking joke.
Pieces of shit.
Joke.
Did the car not burst into flames?
Yeah, it did. But that's not what I'm just saying though. They're trying to make it sound like the cop was drunk when it was the other person that's probably drunk.
It was the way the headline was wrote.
Clickbait.
It was the way that
it's called clickbait.
It could have been.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, but I don't know. The dumbasses down at clickbait or not. I mean, they still gonna read the article.
They don't read the article. They read headlines.
Read the headlines.
And then they share it with all their friends and go, "Didn't you read that?" And
yeah, exactly. So now we're going to go to this last one right here. We're going to go to Georgia with
Georgia. Yeah.
Georgia.
Apparently in Georgia, there was a firefighter that was on scene of a murder-suicide for twin brothers, and he took some photographs and shared those publicly, and now he got canned, and he's facing criminal charges of, what did they say, obstruction. Because
I don't get that.
I don't either, because they say the investigation wasn't complete. But what's he hindering?
Yeah, see, I went and looked up. See, he ain't hindering anything about the investigation, but they weren't revealing where the location was. But I don't, maybe where he posted, people knew the location. I went and looked up the law in Georgia for just in case there's obstruction of justice was different.
He looked super angry.
Well, wouldn't you be? And,
I can understand him getting. He violated protocol.
No, he got fired. He got
fired. He was a volunteer firefighter.
He got fired from his free job. Okay, so they fired him. So because he violated policy, so they fired him from his free job. But for them to charge him with obstruction of justice, what did he obstruct?
I don't know.
It's not like he
charged.
Let me ask. My question is, if let's say the hiker that found the bodies would have took the pictures of the dead bodies, and are they going to charge him for obstruction? I mean, this is a bullshit charge.
Did he upload them to like Facebook or some shit?
Nah, they said he shared them
with some people. Shared them with some people or something.
Publicly or somehow.
But still.
Well, them people were pieces of shit.
And they had already said it looked like murder-suicide. But what is he obstructing?
That's what I don't. When I read the charge, I don't.
Maybe she had done it. No, but
somebody's butt hurt.
He didn't obstruct nothing.
Somebody's pissed because they didn't get to take pictures.
The family's pissed. I think the family found out and they're pissed off and were yee-yanning that about it, so they ended up charging this dude. But it's a bullshit charge.
Well, the name of the brothers.
Or the kids or somebody.
The name of the brothers. Hold on. It sounds. Hold on. Kadir and Nazir.
Oh, well, there's pictures of Middle Eastern people blown up all over the internet.
They're not Middle Eastern.
They're not Middle Eastern. They're Democrats.
So
if they got a name like Akir Nazir,
they're black.
I
saw pictures of them.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
They're Muslim. They must have
maybe they're Muslim.
They must be Muslim.
But anyway, my thing is, he ain't right if you shared them out publicly to people. I've been a cop, and y'all been a cop. Fireman. Everybody takes pictures on shit and shows their friends and stuff. Obviously,
but civilians.
He showed it to somebody he shouldn't have, but it's not obstruction of justice.
I've seen girls twerking on your bike.
Yes. Yes, I mean, I can't help it.
I've seen some big old girls.
Large black women love
big old girls getting it, twerking on Iceman.
So anyway, it's not obstruction of justice. It's a bullshit charge. I think he's probably going to get thrown out.
That shit's going to be thrown. There ain't no way he going to get charged for that shit.
Well, my hot nut is Jessie Hoffman. May he burn in hell for eternity. But he's my hot nut because I just don't like this motherfucker. So we got Jessie Hoffman, the guy that was executed, is a hot nut. We got Mr. Dickhead that's been arrested 25 times since February and is still walking around on the street in New York.
That's my hot nut.
That's yours?
Yeah. That fucked hard.
And then we got the two 19-year-olds that beat up the teacher.
Yeah, they're hot nuts because they're 40 years old and still in high school.
Yep. And then we got we're going to do the dude that forced the 10-year-old to throw his mom in the trunk after he killed her. That's a hot nut. So which y'all voting for?
Oh, no. The hot nut is the guy that kept sending the love letters to the crazy bitch.
I got hot nuts.
Yeah, but I gave Jim his own hot nuts and he left them.
Oh.
He didn't appreciate his hot
Jim
nuts.
still on here? Jim, you still on?
He left his hot nuts.
Jim left his hot nuts here.
So, who y'all voting for?
Mine is the crazy guy with the love notes to his the chick he wants to kill.
Love note. Mine's Jessie. And Freebirds is the 25 man. And Kelly's with me with Jessie.
Oh, that don't count. Kelly, you don't count.
Why don't she count?
Can't agree with Ice Man.
Yeah, she can. Free country. This ain't New York.
I don't know. I asked Dennis from
Jason is with me too. He's just upset. That's 3 on mine. Only 1 for you.
See, that's some bullshit. That's influencing.
How am I influencing? Oh, look.
You're like influencing the outcome of them.
Look, Roy P. is also on there with me.
Oh, shit. It's like driving people on a bus to go vote.
And, see, Stacy's with Holsterowitz, a stalker.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Don't look like you getting it tonight there, Freebird. No hot nuts for you.
I can drive you up to the polls.
Looks like Jesse's going to be getting him the hot nuts tonight.
Oh, my God. What the hell? She looked like she had a lot of hot nuts.
You think?
Look at old. I'll tell you what. Old fucking Doc Holliday. Doc Holliday, man. Every time that comes up. There he is. Old Doc Holliday.
There he is. Roy, stop. You know what? Every time women come on here, Roy, and you're on here, you scare all the women listeners away. Stop.
Hey, Stacy's from Louisiana. You stalk Stacy, she gonna shoot your ass. She gonna bout pew pew your ass. She from Louisiana.
Because I don't know.
Hot nose.
Oh damn! I thought the music was going. I just didn't hear it.
You are a fucking hot nut. A true fucktard. Hot nut, your dad would be disappointed if you knew who he was.
No, you probably imagine somebody stalking you. That's how you trying to justify yourself, Roy. I don't think she's stalking you. Because it's
such a hot nut. I think you have bird seed on your face.
you should be ashamed of yourself.
No, you can't nut on them. Damn,
So,
don't do that. You nasty.
look, there's T-Bird. Jumped in here right at the end of the show.
Hey, T-Bird.
You missed all.
She had to leave. She said she had to go down the road to use the internet. Apparently, she couldn't get the internet at the house.
Did you not pay your bill for the internet?
No.
Kind of like your Patreon
all
bill?
My cameras are still up and running. That's what I was checking a while ago. I can still connect to my thermostat, so that's still up. Oh,
So did you forget?
Well, Stacy says she's grown accustomed to him, so
Gee,
apparently
I feel sorry for you, Stacy.
Yeah,
Look,
apparently he's done shared a couple of photographs.
Allegedly. I might know some cops on the Kentwood area if you need them picked up or something. If he's
where is he at nowadays?
There's no obviously outside of Stacy's windows peeking in at night. So anyway, y'all
all right, hot nuts.
Y'all watch.
Y'all don't let Iceman influence your outcome next time.
Y'all watch. I mean, like I said, I put out an extra audio podcast. I plan on trying to do some more stuff. Don't forget.
I didn't even know it.
Don't forget. I
didn't either. And I'm right down the road.
I done picked the name out for the new podcast starting at the beginning of the year.
Is that by yourself?
Y'all can come on it, but it's not going to be the police thing. It's just going to be on anything. I'm still doing this one. We're still doing this one. This one ain't going nowhere.
Wait a minute now.
Are we getting kicked off?
No, we're still
fired.
We're still doing
motor. Thing?
We're still
like you guys can come on it.
We can come on it.
I have.
DM you them cops. I'm gonna have to because I'm telling you, watch out for Roy P. Look, Stacy. We already know. Look, just get yourself a big butt plug. You'll be perfectly fine.
I do like the idea of another one where we could talk about anything.
So
we do that now.
People like our review videos.
We do that now. The Iceman, apparently he don't like it, co-host. So
no, that's not it. This was just more cop related stuff. I try to keep the politics out of it.
Oh, that way. Well, no, we're not going to just talk about politics. We got a podcast for that.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I keep
podcasts y'all need to talk about.
I keep it off of this one. The other one's just going to be everything. All right, everybody. I'll talk about it later. Everybody stay safe. Watch your back.
It's gonna be
watch your partner's back.
Podcast can be all about nothing.
Love every one of you.
It'll be a non-skittle podcast. We're lions, not sheepdogs.
We're lions, not sheepdogs.
That's what I just said. Lions, not sheepdogs.
I mean, lions, not sheepdogs.
That's what I just said. We're lions, not sheepdogs.
Are you calling me dog?
Do you need me to? I'm gonna mail you some Q-tips.
It's not.
Because you obviously can't hear shit. Your ears are clogged up.
Take shit right now.
Oh, you gonna take some shit?
Fucking Roy.